What is going on, comic book community? Welcome back to an episode of Josh's Comics. Today, we're going to take a look at an all DC haul of recent pickups I've recently added to the collection. I got some big books, not just these, but some even bigger books. So stay tuned to find out what I picked up on this next episode of Josh's Comics. Welcome back, guys. So yeah, I picked up in the last month or two, I have managed to pick up some big books. If you're following me on Instagram, by the way, thank you. But you would know what I'm talking about. I usually post up bigger books on Instagram first. And some of the small ones I save for the hauls, of course. But some of you have already seen these books and know I have them. But some of these books you guys haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to show them off. All DC, you saw them from the beginning, and you can see from here, you can see from the background, Batman, love him. It is, he's my superhero, my favorite. So we definitely got some great Batman books. But real quick, before we get into the haul, I just want to ask a couple of things. If you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like button and hit the bell notification button as well. Get notified about future videos when they release. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out here on YouTube. But also, follow me on my Instagram at Josh'sComics01 on Instagram. I'm going to be announcing on Wednesday two things. A new logo for the channel will be happening. I will be announcing that on Wednesday. And a 2,000 follower giveaway. I'm about 300 or so followers away from hitting 2,000 on Instagram. I will be giving away 2 free books, a DC key and a Marvel key. And I will announce how that is going to happen on Wednesday. And by the way, YouTube, you guys, I have a giveaway coming up. I think we're going to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I kind of got the idea of what books I want to pick, but we'll have to get there. So, with that being said, that will be announced in a later date. With that being said, let's jump into the haul. This is a really good one. Let's start off with an 80-page giant Batman issue number 203. Now, I actually picked this book up due to the cover, and it is the Secrets of the Batcave 1968, and I am on a Batman collection goal. I'm collecting all of the Rogue first appearances, pretty much in Silver Age, not worried about Golden Age right now, I can't afford that, but I'm picking up the Silver Age first appearances of the Rogues and other Rogues past Silver Age up to Modern, but I'm also have another new project I started later last year, and I got to do an update video for both, honestly, but I am trying to collect every Bat cover, whether it's Batman Detective, every cover that has the Batmobile, Batplane, Bat Gadgets, Bat Cave, Bat Belt, you name it, any kind of covers like that I'm trying to collect. So boom, I pick this book up, and by the way, every book you're going to see here, with the exception of a certain slab, which I will let you know at the end, was picked up from my good friend, Mike, aka Pope of Chili Time. He has been in like the last 5 or 6 videos that I've done, and I'm always giving him a shout out. Crazy thing, I got even more great books coming from him in the future, and it's not going to slow down, I don't think, guys. He's killing me lately. He's been getting some really great stuff that I've been wanting for the PC. So, and I'm always going to give him a shout out whenever I can. So check him out, Pope of Showtown on Instagram. He's a great guy, great member of the community, and I really appreciate him. But so yeah, this is a great book, great cover. And it's also a Neil Adams cover too. Neil Adams did issue 200 all the way up to issue 300, if I'm not mistaken, of the Batman run. And I mean, that's just a great addition to the Batman project that I'm working on for the Batmobile Different Gadgets cover. So you will be seeing this book again in an updated video I have for that. Moving on, a book that you saw in the very beginning, and I'm kind of collect some of these, but they're pricey. Catwoman issue number 72. Amazing, amazing Adam Hughes cover of Zatanna on the cover of Catwoman. She actually appears on quite a few other issues. This is a near mint copy too. Beautiful copy. Thinking about possibly sending it in eventually. But, I mean, this thing is a thing of beauty. Adam Hughes, between the Catwoman, Wonder Woman, Tomb Raider. Adam's one of my favorite artists, and you know why. I love the women of comics, Marvel, DC, video game wise. It doesn't matter. Adam's the man. I had to pick this up from Pope. Beautiful cover. Happy to add that into the collection. And, these are a bit pricey. Really pricey, honestly, to be honest with you, when you find them. But I got a good price on it. I'm happy to add it to the PC. So these two other books Mike gave me for free. I didn't pay for these. And you'll see in a minute. But to me, these are two of the coolest books I own. And I'm not going to give these away. These are going to stay with me. But these are amazing to look at. And so here we go. Let's start off with The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns, issue number 3. Autographed and signed by Frank Miller. Now, two things you're going to notice about this right off the bat. It's signed to Chad. I'm not Chad, I'm Josh. But it's okay, I'll get to that story in a minute. And as you can see from the book and the cover, it is a reader copy. But that's not the only book. Issue number 4, also signed by Frank Miller, not to Chad this time, and it is a reader copy. It is well loved. So, if I remember correctly, Mike Pope of Chillytown bought a collection last year sometime, and these two books are in there. To Chad, the other one's obviously from Chad. Long story short, he couldn't find a way to buy them. They're low grade, like I said, very low grade, but they're signed by Frank Miller. I never own a Frank Miller autograph copy of The Dark Knight. Well, probably any of the issues until now. These things, well, sure, would I want him to be in the 9s and 9/8? Yeah, who wouldn't? But Mike came up to me at a convention in the beginning of the year and he said, hey, listen, I put in a couple freebies in your pile. I want you to have these. Please don't offend me. And I never do. I love him, and he's a great guy. And when he pulled these out, man, I was shocked. And like I said, I'm not worried about the grade because these are signed by Frank Miller himself. How awesome is that? Like, I have 2 Frank Miller signed Dark Knight Returns issues 3 and 4. Yeah, one is to Chad. Oh, well. But the other one, I mean, both of them together are amazing. And I'm extremely happy to have these in the collection. And it just shows how great this community is. I mean, to me, like, having Frank Miller's autograph in the collection on 2 of his, well, on maybe one of his best runs ever. It's got to compete with Daredevil's run, but, like, man, you can't beat that up. And they were free as well. You can't pass that up. So, the last book, not the last book I picked up from him, but the last Raw book that I actually just picked up from him, Batman issue number 609. You also saw this in the opening. The first appearance of Tommy and Elliot, who would become Hush. Now, it's interesting to note that this is the first time that Tommy and Elliot appears. This is a bit of an expensive book, depending on what grade. This is a near mint copy, by the way. This is going to be sending in to CGC. I have another copy as well that I'll be sending in with it. But this thing is near mint. Beautiful copy. But it's interesting to note is that issue 619 in Batman, part of the Hush run, is the first time Tommy Elliot dons the Hush costume and mask and everything. But I love this book. I love the art, Jim Lee. I love the story. And speculation, I guess, rumor, whatever you want to say, is that Tommy Elliott may appear, or Thomas Elliott may appear in the Batman Part 2. He was kind of referenced and name dropped in the Part 1, if you guys are paying attention, so I'm kind of thinking maybe that's the case. I would love to see other Batman villains and rogues like Hush get the chance in live action, so let's do it. Happy to pick this up and have another copy in the PC. It's a great book, man. It's a great book to have, and I just, got it for a really great price. So, I got 2 CGC slabs over here. Okay? I'm just going to come out and say they're both amazing keys, and I'm extremely blown away that I have them. I never thought I would own them, especially in the grades they are. Let's start off with the first one, and we're going to take a bit of a detour. This book is not from Pope of Chillytown. This book is from 360 Comics, another great guy of the channel. He bought a big collection and had a bunch of slabs in it, and he picked this book up, and then I had to grab it. I had to. This is Gotham City Sirens #1 in a 9.8. Let's just move this out of here. I was using that to help hold up the books. So a 9.8 of Gotham City Sirens #1. Joe had this, I think, for $120. I talked him down to $110 on his claim sale. He won for it. I never thought I was going to get a 9.8 of this slammed. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted a raw copy near mint and take my chances with it. And then online on eBay, a 9.8, you could pick it up between like $150 or higher. Joe gave me a great deal on it. I went for it. It's beautiful. The only thing that I have a problem with is it doesn't note in the key significance that it's the first official DC, or the first official Gotham City Sirens. I wish Key Collector would note it. There's other books that we could talk about graders' notes and about why and what books should have key significance on the cover, but this is one book that I think so. I believe it's Detective Comics 850 is the first unofficial appearance of the Gotham City Sirens, but man, this is white pages, 9.8. I love my girls at DC, and this cover, man, is hot. Ivy's got it going on. Harley, yeah. Catwoman, and I'm actually wanting to pick up quite a few issues of the Gotham City Sirens run because some of the covers are just beautiful. And I wish Adam Hughes would do some of them, honestly, but great cover art. A 9.8. You can't beat that. So, I'm going to put this one down here. So, I don't want to show you that one yet. If you have followed me on Instagram, which, by the way, please do if you haven't, you will know what book I'm about to show, probably. I've had this book for about a month now. I haven't shown it off. And it's probably because I've just been acquiring more books and going out to different cons, so I would always try to do the current haul. So this book I've had for about a month. Story behind it is last year, mid last year, we did a Backdoor Comic Fest and Mike had this slab. Now, I didn't think nothing on it. Didn't think about getting it at the time. Just the price and everything was way pricey. And I just didn't have that kind of money. Fast forward to November of last year. I saved up some money. Shot him a message. I was like, look, put this on the side. I want this book. I need this book. And he said, no problem. Paid it off. I was supposed to have it by the end of December. I was teasing it in the videos. It didn't work out. But I finally got it. And I've been teasing this for like a good month or so now. And it's finally here. Even though I've had it. It's just the right time to film for it. And I'm blown away by this book. If you would have asked me, hey Josh, after 2 years of collecting, did you think you'd have this book in your collection? Not yet, but maybe. Not at least a slab copy, maybe a raw. And I was going to go the route of a lower grade. The thing is, this book is a modern comic. And depending on what the key is and how modern it is, usually anything like above 2000, which, I consider modern from like 1990 up. And if anything from like 1990 to 2000, I'm okay with like an 8, 9. Anything from 2000 and up, I prefer 9.8 if I can, because there's some very pricey 9.8s in modern age. And this book was hot a year and a half ago, really hot. It's dropped, it's cooled down, and it was a great price. And I'm going to tell you the price once we get done talking and showing the book. But this is a beautiful copy. And like I said, I was going to go for an 8.0, but I was like, you know what, no, this is a great first appearance. And in my opinion, it's part of the Batman Rogue Gallery. Even though the person ends up, was always a part of the Bat family and eventually comes back into the Bat family. But I consider this a great Rogue first appearance, at least in my opinion. Here we go. Batman 635. First appearance, well, not first appearance, but first Jason Todd as Red Hood, and Mr. Freeze and Black Mask make an appearance too, but that's not gonna be the big key of this. Boom, a 9.8 of Jason Todd, as Red Hood officially. This is huge. This is one of the biggest keys in my collection, by far. Modern book. And like I said, I was going to go for a lower grade copy, but I was like, you know what? It's Jason Todd. He doesn't get enough love as it is. It's him as Red Hood. It's, in my opinion, a great first Rogue Gallery appearance. And I know, yes, he's part of the Bat family. Yes, he eventually, spoiler alert, if you aren't following up in the comics, he does jump back into the Bat family eventually. But this book is phenomenal. Great, the glare is not so great on that, but great cover art. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, and it's a 9.8. So, if I'm not mistaken, originally, last year, Mike, when he had this, I want to say this book, it was close. I think he had it for almost $400, which at the time was reasonable. That's what they were going for. And I was actually going to talk him down, try going to about $350. So I told him I was interested. He said he hasn't priced it, the prices in a while, and he's getting better at it. He's a guy that, like, if you hit him up and you see a book that you feel like the value has gone down a little bit, he'll do some research, he'll make a deal with you. So I was going to talk him down about $350 originally. So I said, hey, I'm interested in this book. He's going to, I'm going to look it up, reprice it, see where it's at now, and we'll go from there. I said, no problem. He messages me back. He says, 300. Does 300 sound good to you? Even better. He's just like, but when he said that, and I was surprised, because this book has dropped down, has cooled off. I would imagine, though, that, and I'm sure Jason Todd will appear in the DCU when or if that announcement happens. I would imagine this book is probably going to jump up for the roof again, but I got this at a great price. Phenomenal, like I said, 9.8. This is what we're here for, people. This is what we collect, and I'm stoked to have this in the collection. 2024 has been a very good year so far, and it's killing me because I said I was gonna slow down, take a few months here and there, and I can't help it. I find good books and I find great deals and the books that I want, and I shoot for it. So again, shout out to Pope of Chili Town. He's an amazing, phenomenal guy. please go follow him on Instagram if you guys do. Go to the claim sales between him and 360 Comics and even Brixco Comics. 3 great guys. They have phenomenal pricing. They're always in fair. I mean, they're usually actually always under fair market value, and always want to cut deals and do bundles and help people out. And I don't, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mike's not much of a modern guy. That's why I was surprised when I saw a 9.8 of this just sitting, waiting to be sold. But hey, the book needed a good home. It's home with me now. Not going anywhere. That's going to be staying in the collection forever. So, that's it, guys. That is it for this haul. Great DC haul. Some big keys, some grails. I'm happy to have these. Do me a favor, hit that like button and please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the haul. And yeah, stay tuned for those announcements coming on Wednesday. Like I said, follow me on Instagram for those updates. And until next time, as always, stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.